And we have Junk Shield, probably the best weapon, or one of the best weapons in this game. And probably one of the best shields in the series, if not the best shield. Although I'm not sure if that's a bit of a stretch or not. So I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I already said it, but I'm not gonna say for certain if that's true. You know what I mean? Unless you don't, because then you're an idiot. Got some time bombs. Got some time bombs. I do like this place. It looks very science-y. Unlike what was allegedly supposed to be Nightman's area. We got an E-Tank. I'm not too disappointed, just because it's not about not getting the E-Tanks, as I mentioned, it's just about not using them. I think everybody can agree on that. Sometimes I get stingy about actually not collecting them either, but I just want to make it clear that that's not what I'm trying to do here. You know, when the going gets tough, you really do have to, like... I think the more of a challenge when it comes to using E-Tanks is just the temptation. Because you know you're about to die, so you're like, I don't want to go through this place again, I might as well just use it. But, no. For this boss, I sometimes just like to... Wow, okay, that was not what to do. Sometimes I just like to, just take damage and just plow through it. And jump! Okay, I'm not gonna actually jump that far. Here we got a little floaty section. Ow. Okay. And let's not wait for this water, let's just use Rush Coil. Oh yeah, and I also like it how we transition screens, and yet you can still see Rush Coil, like, teleporting out away. It's kind of awesome. I do like those sounds, like... Not really sure what that's supposed to be. I'm not even really sure if me for imitating them makes me a little crazy. Although I am a little crazy on my own, but just in that regard. Can I make that jump now? Wait, what? Damn it, how did I forget about the ones at the top? I forgot about the top spikes! Yeah, a tendency, like... I say I'm good at Mega Man, and I do stand by that I am pretty good at the game, at least. I mean, I've gotten through all the games. It's just that, I do tend to risk a lot of stuff. Again, even sometimes against my better judgment. I don't know, if I'm like, yeah, you know what, I should probably wait for the next cycle, but I kind of want to see if I can make that jump. And then wait, was that blood in... Are these blood in these beakers? They kind of look like it, but probably not. This is an area where, like, where my daredevil instincts comes in very often. Anything involving waiting, I sometimes think to myself, you know what? Instead of waiting for this, let's see if I can make this happen. And then I fail miserably. But you know, it's a trial period. It's how I attempt things. Anyways, without further ado, it's time for Burst Man. I always do like how the bosses enter the battlefield First man right there just comes in with a big bubble and pops it. There are also spikes up here, so if you happen to get caught in these bubbles, just mash your way out. Or slide, I think that works. I think you have to like slide when you're like really close to the spikes, so that like the bubble pops on the spikes, but you're sliding, so you barely avoid it, like really narrowly avoid it. Every time you hit him with a charge shot or his weakness, he shoots out a bunch of these bombs. Just wait till they flash extensively. No, they flash very frequently like this, and then jump. Something like that. It's not too hard to avoid, really. Now, then sometimes like the after effect of the explosion can be a little annoying. I just like to jump through these bubbles. Don't bother even sliding through them. I just jump. That's what happens when I try to slide through these things. Fail miserably. And with that, First Man is down. Have I mentioned these things can bounce you? That might be the case only in the rematch, but may just because I see there, because they're not bouncing me, although that could just be because I beat the boss already, so who knows? Anyways, we get the Danger Wrap. The Danger Wrap fires out a bomb encased in a bubble, doesn't it? Yes, but it can also be used to encase other things besides bombs. And eventually the bomb inside the bubble explodes, and the thing, whatever the thing was inside, gets hurt. Also, if you hold down, the game doesn't tell you this either. When you hold down and use a Danger Wrap, you plant a bomb on the floor. Welcome home, Mega Man. I was just here. Dr. Light, what do you think of Bass? Hey, can you use like Eddie just on the floor, like in steel? That looks pretty cool. His actions don't seem to indicate a threat. I don't believe he is our enemy. Why didn't you mention this earlier? I mean, we haven't seen him in forever. What is this? Wily is attacking the Robot Museum? You must leave now, Mega Man. We have a Robot Museum. Apparently. Also, the enemies from Mega Man 6, the cap-wearing guys, there's one on top of these pillars. That one's kind of obstructed, but this one right here you can see up here. You got some Mets here. Looks really cool, admittedly. Why do I not pronounce that word correctly? I like in the background you can see a lot of like the Robot Masters. I mean, here we got Snake Man, Blizzard Man, Pharaoh Man, and Heat Man. But in the background you could also see that's Flame Man from Mega Man 6, Plant Man, another Plant Man. You know, just the usual. We got a lot of Quick Man in the background. Lots of Quick Man in the very, very background. I mean, like back there. And Wily is obsessed with Guts Man. What else is new? More eyebrows, by the way. And we also got Skull Man and Ring Man in the background. There happen to be no Mega Man 5 Robot Masters here, maybe in the broken cases. Lol, I stole that joke. This thing is called MASH, apparently. Again, I don't think anything in the game tells you that. It's just kind of just there. It's kind of fat, and I'm sorry to make it seem like you need a diet, but you need a diet. Seriously though, look at this thing. It's like you're watching like a documentary on like the fattest man on Earth. Robot Master, I guess. Well, not even a Robot Master, just a robot. This thing doesn't get, like, any context either. It's just kind of, oh, hey, here's MASH. Here's this thing we don't really know of. As you saw, when his head spins, he, it's invulnerable to attack. You know, okay, I guess you can just press start during some of the dialogue, not all of them though. You know, there's 4 Robot Masters, by the way. Before we do anything, let's start off with Turbo Man. A lot of people think that there's something going on between Wily and Gutsman. I just think that he really likes to design. Oh yeah, by the way, we spelt out Rush with the Rush circuit plates. And now we have the Super Adapter. Sort of a combination of the Power Adapter and the Jet Adapter from Mega Man 6. You can also shoot out, like, your arm. You can shoot out your arm. There seems to be a trend of Rush attaching to Mega Man to form new armor, instead of him being his own self, like in previous games. I like if you get behind him, he actually... Well, I guess I killed him too quickly, but sometimes he'll actually, like, back up the machine. It's kind of funny. He's like, wait, hold on. And then he has, like, one shoulder. He's, like, looking over one shoulder while trying to back into you. It's, like, kind of like an average truck driver. It's really funny. I guess that's why I didn't show it to you, because you have to play the game yourself to see it. Yeah. That's the reason. Not just because I killed him too quickly. By accident. Don't fall in between these tires. It doesn't kill you, but it sends you to an area where it's almost like you have to take a hit unless you use special weapons. That guy's kind of annoying. It's kind of put in a dickish spot, really. Got a lot of traffic lights here. I wonder why. Well, if you thought I was going to give you an answer to that, then you're kind of mistaken. I don't know. But we can use Rush Search on this one. Just give it a sec. It's barking, means there's something there. Sometimes you can use Rush Search in specific areas to dig up like pellets and stuff. That right there is I forget what it's called. It's labeled under PU, so I guess we'll call it the that. It's actually the punch. I guess probably. It homes in on enemies. It's really awesome. It also has a longer range. We go through this wall and we come into a room with Proto Man, so that's always fun. Mega Man, have you collected the RU, S, and H circuit plates? No shit! Cool, but remember the Super Mega Man armor is too bulky to allow you to slide. Good luck, Mega Man. See you later if you survive. I like Proto Man. It's kind of funny. And here we have a very pointless room. Actually, like based on the architecture here, there's probably something right there. No, Rush, you need to bark. To get rid of Rush, you need to, like, switch to another Rush. And, actually, is there supposed to be... Oh, okay, there you go. He's barking. There must be something important here. Oh, a huge one. I think that's worth 100, so let's just check. So let's see, I have 182 bolts. I now have 282, yep. Exactly what I think. Gotta take your time, well, or just plow through it, or use freeze cracker, same thing really. It's all the same to me. Ow. That was almost a perfect run through that room. Bit of an homage to Quickman stage, although I think it's more difficult. Well, than some areas in Quickman stage. I'm sure there are some areas that everybody agrees are much harder. But then again, I'm not everyone, and I think that it's more difficult. Kinda looks like you could jump on these missiles for some reason. I don't know, that's just me. I think if you use Thunderbolt on this guy, he goes down a bit quicker. Although we're just going to use the Mega Buster. And there we go, and by the way, Derp Face. Yep. Love that. Duh. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you didn't realize, we were fighting a giant truck. And now it's time for Turbo Man! When he uses this attack, go to that corner on that side, and then slide under the shield, or what's called a it's actually called his flame wheel, just like the move in Pokemon. Must be a physical attack then, unless you're in Gen 3 or earlier. I mean, this is Mega Man 7, so I doubt it. Must be a physical attack. Just wait for the sound cue. It's really not random or anything. I mean, it is random within a certain range with the timed sound cue, but it's not like he doesn't give you a signal, because he does. Also, if you have your sound down, that boss can be kind of annoying, and you probably wouldn't realize it if you're either deaf or, like I said, you have your volume down. It would kind of suck for you, really. The Scorch Wheel launches a flaming wheel, right? Good for you! Thank you for realizing that, Mega Man. Nobody would have thought otherwise. And the wheel may also burn the things it touches. Burning was a mechanic that I could have demonstrated during that battle, but I chose not to because I have a will to live. If you got hit by the actual Scorch... Oh, it was a Scorch... Wait, was it a Scorch Wheel or was it Flame Wheel? I forget. I think it was actually Scorch Wheel. I'm actually trying to think. Let's just go to Slash Man while I'm trying to think of this. Okay, yeah, so if you got hit with the Scorch Wheel before it went up the wall and fell back down as flames, it would actually burn you, and you'd be just frozen in place, constantly like being hit by the fire that was around your body. And you had no choice but to mash buttons until you break free of the flame. I mean, it eventually does go away on its own, it does a lot of damage to you before it does. I think like 6 bars, which is a decent amount, really. Just remember that mechanic, because we're going to revisit that later in the game. I mean, like, very later in the game, other than this rematch stage with Turbo Man, but, you know. Also, remember how Freeze Man can freeze you, either on the ground, or if he hits you with, like, that big ball that he shoots straight, he can actually just freeze you in place, and once again you have to mash buttons, or just get hit by something else, which will unfreeze you, but it'll do more damage to you. And the thing, like, when he freezes you like that already, it does damage. It's just that you have to either mash or get even more damage dealt to you to get free of it. The latter being a lot easier to do, especially because you have to mash a lot if you're trying to mash out. The corner seems to be a very good place to be. Except not when he's shooting fire. You want to be right next to him when he's shooting fire. I do like this music. It's a little unfitting, really, just considering the hell in this stage and the boss, which we will see. And this mini-boss is very, very sporadic and just really quick. That's why I hate it. It's just so random. I don't know. You don't have a lot of space to dodge his attacks either. Although luckily you're at the end of the stage by this point. But, as Protoman said, use the flame weapon in the wheel. Let's use a scorch wheel right here in this tree. Use the super adapter to lag. Use the super adapter to lag, and that metallic snake right there is dead. So that's always fun. Right here, if you hit this cage a couple times, Beat will rock back and forth in it. I don't know why Beat's in here anyway, so like, has he been captured? I don't get it. Anyways, you have to actually break it open with the charged Mega Buster. It looks like you just have to rock it back and forth for a while, but that's not the case. You can just be doing that until you die, or until the game crashes, because it's been out so long that it needs cleaning, I guess. Just kind of like a weird misdirection. Anyways, we have Slash Man, the most annoying boss for most people. If you're going to get hit by him at all, which obviously it's rather not, but if you really have to, go for the actual Slash Claw. I know it would seem to do more damage than running into him directly, but trust me, it doesn't somehow. Especially when he's like red and glowy like that, when he's about to charge into you from the wall. Yeah, like that. Don't get hit by that. I don't think it does that much damage, like, as opposed to him just running into you without being, like, red like that. Although it's just best to get hit by the Charged Claw, the Slash Claw, if anything. Mega Man, don't just get hit by his body, please. Stop it! That's the thing with his pattern. It's random to the point where, like, then there's this move, which is really annoying. And that's why he's the most annoying Robot Master to most people. Just because of these eggs and sludge. We'll just call them sludge bombs, I guess. If he's weak to both Freeze Cracker, I think that's his main weakness, but he's also partially weak to Scorch Wheel. I think it does like 2 or 3 damage, as opposed to I think everything else it does just 1. If you mash fast enough while getting hit with the sludge or the tar or whatever it's supposed to be, you can escape it. It's just it takes a lot of mashing. In addition to that, you don't have much time before another one can come down and easily trap you again. Another thing is, if you were to get hit by his sludge attack, whatever this is supposed to be, try to get hit with something coming down from the ceiling rather than something on the floor, because then you can, if it's on your head, you can at least move away from his charging attack towards you and get hit with the slash claw instead of his body. That's just my recommendation. Anyways, I'm really glad I came out of that fight alive. The slash claw, yeah, but it has limited range. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. It can be pretty powerful if you can get an enemy close to it. It's just that it has really limited range. Oh man, not sure if I'm like kind of trying to burp or I don't know. Let me just take a break really quick, get some water. Let's go to Otto's shop. Welcome to Big Eddie's. Oh, yeah, Big Eddie's. Yeah, he lost some of his bolts, and he also has a hyper bolt that he puts into himself if you collect it, and that can half all the prices of these. This is a Beats Whistle. If he is still captured in a Slashman stage, then you can't buy this yet, or rather, it won't do anything. It's kind of weird. You have to press like Y, which would be your shoot button, to purchase an item, and B, which is your jump button to quit the shop. It's really fucking weird. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay. Anyways, I'm back. It's time to take on someone like, oh, I don't know, maybe Springman. Let's go. He looks hilarious, by the way. Yes, if you're wondering, he does look pretty hilarious. And his stage is kind of hilarious, too. You know, I heard somewhere saying that he's the worst Robot Master. I mean, really? Is it just because he's a spring and his stage is pink and stuff? So then, I don't see... I don't get it. I like pink. I'm very masculine. I'm like so masculine. I am insanely masculine. I mean, like, why do you think I'm playing like Mega Man? I'm so masculine. Why do you think I also play things like I don't play Animal Crossing, but if I were to play that, it would be very masculine. And game like Mother, incredibly masculine title, might I add. I haven't actually played Mother. I think I should play it, or rather Earthbound. I think I'll maybe do that as a blind run, probably. Yeah, so I've been like, by the time you're hearing this, like I'm recording, record on likely a different day than I uploaded this. By the way, if you bounce here, kind of a bug. Just look at this graphical shit. It's funny. There's another big bolt if you dig with Rush Search in like under this star here. Yeah. So as I'm recording this, between me recording Mega Man 6 and right now recording Mega Man 7, I've been asleep for like pretty much asleep for like 2 days, and it really sucks because like it's my break, so I don't just want to waste it on sleeping. And it sucks, but hey, at least now I'm awake. God damn it, ABG. At least it didn't interrupt my game this time. Ow. What? Fuck you. And here's Otto's Hyper Bolt. I'm not going to be using the shop just because I'm doing this without E-Tanks, and I think E-Tanks and other tanks are basically the main reason why you want to be joining the shop. Joining the shop. God damn it. Join the shop. It's like you have to have a membership to use Big Eddie's shop. Here, I should mention this room in this stage. I think it's a little weird. It just doesn't really fit. Like how big it is. I don't know. We do get a ladder segment. I do kind of like that. How you drop from the ladder. What? Oh, fuck you. At least we're almost done with this stage. And by that I mean that's the exit right there. At least we're almost done with this stage. We just have the boss left. I like how his head just springs up like that. As I mentioned, I do like the way all the bosses come in. Again, a lot of this game has a lot of polish to it. If anything, even if you don't like the visuals, even if you don't like the gameplay as much as past Mega Man games, I'll have to agree with you on that. I think the slow nature does keep me from liking this game, somewhat on par with a lot of other games, and the difficulty as well. There's a lot to factor in, but I would say that this game does have a lot of polish, so that's at least a good point for it. In the audio, visual, and everything else department, I guess. Not necessarily in the gameplay department. But, you know, it's a start. I got myself a root beer. Let's have a drink. I'm drinking beer, guys. The wild coil launches one coil forward and one coil backward, right? No. Yes, but remember, to charge the coils, you make them jump... Wait, what? You charge the coils to make them jump higher. Yeah, I guess that's true, but... you didn't really explain that you're supposed to hold up or down to make the coils bounce along the ground, or bounce really high up. Which I don't think we'll demonstrate, but we will at least show, and... Damn it, I forgot about one thing. So... Excuse me for one sec.